The next part to talk about with lines is parallel versus perpendicular lines. So let's start with parallel. So two lines being parallel, if I draw a picture of that. So here's my xy plane. Here's my two lines L1 and L2. So what does it mean for two lines to be parallel? It means they don't intersect. So two lines are parallel if they don't intersect. But what do you notice about the slopes of these two lines? They're the same. So two lines are parallel if their slopes are equal. So M1 would equal M2 in this case, where M1 is the slope of L1 and M2 is the slope of L2. Now I should say they're parallel if their slopes are equal with different y-intercepts. If you have the same y-intercept and the same slope, then your lines are actually equal, and we don't want that. So two lines are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal and you have different y-intercepts. Perpendicular, so let's talk about that. So if I draw a picture of what it means to be perpendicular, here's my xy plane, here's my L1, here's my L2. Perpendicular means that they intersect at a 90-degree angle or a right angle. What does it mean in terms of the slope? Well, it looks like the slope of L2 is negative of the slope of L1, but in fact it's the negative reciprocal. So, two lines are perpendicular if one is the negative reciprocal of the other. Now in terms of m's, let's say M1 is the slope of L1, M2 is the slope of L2, that means that M1 is negative 1 over M2. So the reciprocal, if you remember, was 1 over a number, so I'm saying the negative reciprocal of that. So parallel, slopes are the same, different y-intercepts. Perpendicular, I have the negative reciprocal of the first line. So M1 is negative 1 over M2. Now let's do some examples of finding equations of lines. Number one, let's find the equation, or find the line, that is parallel to the line y equals 1/2 x plus 3 and contains the point 2, 5. So we're trying to find the equation of a line, so automatically our answer is going to be y equals mx plus b. Two things to find. First I got to find m, secondly I got to find b. So let's start with m. If I'm trying to find the slope of my line, and my line is parallel to the given line, that means the two slopes have to be the same, so the slope of my line has to be 1/2. Next I got to find b. B is the y-intercept. The problem does not give me the y-intercept, but it does give me a point. So to this point I know that y is 1/2 x plus b. I also know that 2, 5 is on this line. So when x is 2, y is 5. So I get 5 is 1/2 2 plus b. 1/2 times 2 is 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. B is 4. That tells me the equation of the line I'm looking for is 1/2 x plus 4. Let's do a different example. How about we find the equation of the line parallel to the line 6x plus 3y equals 8 with y-intercept 0, -3. So again, I'm trying to find the equation of the line, so what's my answer going to be? My answer is going to look like y equals mx plus b. We automatically know that. First thing to figure out is what is m. So my m has to be the same slope as my original line. So my original line was 6x plus 3y is equal to 8. Now what is the slope of this line? Well, it's kind of hard to tell as it's written, so let's rewrite this. Let's move the 6x to the other side. So I'll get 3y is -6x plus 8. Again, all I did was move this 6x to the other side. And now divide everything by 3. So y is -2x plus 8/3. By rewriting it in slope-intercept form, I can read off what the slope is. So the slope of the line I was given was -2. My line needs to be parallel to that, so my line needs to also have slope -2. Next, I want to know what b is. Well, my original problem said that the y-intercept was 0, -3, so b is -3. That tells me that my line is y equals -2x minus 3. So you can see, whenever you want a line that's parallel to the given line, find the same slope, and then use another point to find b. Third example, let's find the line perpendicular to the line y equals -3x plus 1 containing the point 2, -7. Okay, so trying to find the equation of a line, so the answer has to be y equals mx plus b. First thing I'm going to do is find m. So I'm looking for a line that's perpendicular to the line y equals -3x plus 1. So if I want perpendicular, that means I need the negative reciprocal of the slope of this one. So the negative reciprocal will be -1 over -3, which is positive 1/3. So now I found m is 1/3. Next thing I need to find is b. So far, I know that my equation is y equals 1/3 x plus b. I just need to find b. So I'll use the point that was given. The point that was given was 2, -7. That means that when x is 2, y is -7. So -7 is 1/3 times 2 plus b. Now let's see. -7 in terms of thirds is -21 thirds. Multiply, I get 2/3 there, plus b. Now subtract 2/3 from both sides, so I'll get -23 thirds. Which tells me the equation of my line is 1/3 x, that was my m, minus 23 thirds, that was my b. Let's do one more example here. Let's find the equation of the line perpendicular to the line 8x plus 4y is -6 with y-intercept 0, -5. So first thing, I'm trying to find the equation of the line. Equation of the line is going to be y equals mx plus b. First thing I need to do is find m. So if I'm trying to find the equation of a line that's perpendicular to a given line, I want to take the negative reciprocal of the slope of a given line. So my given line is 8x plus 4y equals -6. Now it's kind of hard to read off what is the slope of this line, so let's rewrite it in slope-intercept form. So I'll move this 8x to the other side, so -8x minus 6. Now I'll divide everything by 4, so I get y is -2x minus 6. The slope here is -2. If I take the negative reciprocal of that, so -1 over -2, I get positive 1/2. So I put my line in slope-intercept form so I could find the slope, then took the negative reciprocal and got 1/2. Next I need to figure out what is b. Well, in the problem I told you the y-intercept is 0, -5, so b is -5, which tells me my line is y equals 1/2 x minus 5. So whenever you're given something, you want to find a line that's parallel, use the same slope. If you want to find a line that's perpendicular, use the negative reciprocal, but you're always going to just find m and just find b.